out where the oak tree shadows stretch past the edge of this worn wooden deck. That's where we watch the world turn gold, on the porch of the ranch now turned so cold. We swore our dreams beneath the stars, tangled hearts in the soft glow of Mars. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, dust settles where your laughter once called. Sunsets bleed into crestfallen nights, under the silence of lost lovers' lights. This abandoned ranch turned cold and gray holds the ghosts of our yesterdays. I rode past the river where we used to swim, gravel roads overgrown, memories dim. The town's old saloon stands quiet and tired, like the fire in my soul that once burned inspired. No more echoes on that creaky front porch, just a lone saddle and a flickering torch. The wind whispers through empty halls, dust settles where your laughter once called. Sunsets bleed into crestfallen nights, under the silence of lost lovers' lights. This abandoned ranch turned cold and gray holds the ghosts of our yesterdays. Sometimes I think I hear your scarf in the breeze, or see your shadow in the sway of the trees. But it's just the soul of this lonely place, and the echo of a tender vanished grace. So I whisper goodbye to the quiet ground, to the love that once lived but can't be found. As the sun dips low, my heart still stays, serenading the ruins with our old love's praise. This abandoned ranch, forever turned cold, keeps the stories of us that will never grow old.
In the gray dawn's light, 'neath the old oak shade, I found the scarf you wore, now ghostly gray. It whispered of that spring by the creek we lay, where promises were carved in the cold morning May. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills, in the silence of my days. I walk these dusty trails with your memory in tow, past the cabin's empty shell, where the wild roses grow. Gravel roads stretch like the regrets I've come to own, leading to nowhere but the echoes of our lone shadow. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, the silence of my days. Saddles worn and leather cracked just like my weathered skin. Each line a story, a loss of the love I couldn't win. On this old porch I sit as the sun dips to give in. Night's blanket comes to cover all my sins. Oh, how the winds they whisper of what might have been. Softly they mourn with me for a love so serene. Cold morning carved in my soul, where your warmth has been. I'm left holding memories in the silence of this dream. And as the stars look down, I'm a shadow fading thin in a world that keeps turning without you.
Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf, blue as the deep night sky, on Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless, ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shade so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out the shadows that sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as a breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust where my tears fall is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low, letting go of the reins under the vast old sky, where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on, my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and that I must learn to say goodbye.
Where the oak tree shadows lay, long on the ground, under skies that weave tales of azure and gold. There used to be laughter soft as a feather, now there's just the echo of the stories we told by that old wooden porch where the creek sings its chorus. You danced under starlight, scarf catching the wind, but the night grew cold, oh so bold, and silence like frost began to descend. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Years roll like the thunder across these plains, gravel roads worn down by boots and rain. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, just like the tears that once stormed from our eyes. Where did those promises ride off to? Lost like pebbles in the churn of time. Now only your scar, faded and blue, hangs on the post, a relic of what was mine. Silence burns in this heart of mine, on lonely trails where the sunsets bleed. In every whisper of the pine, I find the ghost of you I can't set free. Dust swirls where your shadow fell, in this empty cabin built for two. Silence burns, oh it burns like hell, 'cause every silence whispers you. Fire survive even the hardest rain. Silence burns and yet now I see, it's in the quiet I find your trace. In the rustle of leaves, in the chill of the breeze, in the lonely spaces of this endless silence burns and I burn too, but in the ashes I find some peace. For every silence that whispers of you brings a bittersweet relief.